Hello, I am Rachel, the Destined One, and today this is Destiny is Calling You. And today I'm so excited. I have my second guest of the show. This is your kingdom influencer, Iyen Frierson. So tonight we're going to be just talking about how Destiny is calling her, about how God has brought her through to be this kingdom influencer, and how she knows she is headed to a great destiny. So tonight, Iyen, we are so happy to have you. I'm so happy to have you. So welcome to Destiny is Calling You. And so tonight we just want to just let you talk about how you knew that you have a great destiny, that you have a great call over your life. And this is also to a chosen one. I'm sitting here with a chosen one and a destined one, and she's going to share her life, her story with you guys, and how she know that destiny is truly calling her. So tonight, Iyen, just tell the people about you and about how you know that God has called you and destined you and chosen you for greatness, and just tell them a little bit about your life and how you got to the place where you are now as this kingdom influencer. Come on, kingdom influencer.
Well, first and foremost, I would just like to say thank you, Rachel, for just the love you share, and thank you for being brave enough to step out there and to lead the way, to clear the path for people like me, people that has a dark past, and I never thought that I would be able to be anything for the kingdom. I never thought I would be right enough, but I later found that I am right with God. But I have to break the ice, y'all. I got a song in my heart. Welcome into this place. Welcome into this sanctuary. Now I'm gonna pause right there because y'all know I never know all the words to a song. But anyway, again, I just had to. I'm sorry. But again, I am so grateful to know the beautiful Rachel. We go way back, as people say, and I've always seen the light in Rachel. And again, when I first saw you, I remember the first day I ever saw you, I was like, she is so sweet. And I never thought that I could be that sweet. But look at me now. Oh, no. I'm a little sweet. No, but so I've been running for a long time. I've been running myself ragged. And God allowed me, because God is a gentleman, right? Mm-hmm. And God allowed me to run this race how I see fit, how I saw fit, and I did just that. But it wasn't until 2021. I laugh and joke about it now, but I said, God bopped me in the head, my bald head, I passed out. I woke up in ICU 2 weeks later after 2 brain surgeries. And I went through a plethora of things. Anybody know the old Iyen? I was on the go. You called me, I do it. I was into people pleasing. Never ever once thought about pleasing God. You called me, I'm a babysit for you. I'll do your hair. I cook you something. I'll do whatever you want me to do. But I never ever bowed to God and humbled myself to God. But it took for a drastic situation to happen in 2021 where I couldn't walk. I couldn't do all the things. I was basically like a newborn child. You know how they just, and I was like, God, you said you never leave nor forsake me. I was like, I'm not, And so during that time, it was like a couple of years. The first year I laid in the bed, I was just sulking. I was upset. I was sad. I didn't see, like, how is this going to work for me? What? But God pretty much came to me in dreams and allowed me to see that I am somebody. And that God has a life for me if I choose God. But God's like, I'm not going to force you. But this is what you chose for yourself. Look at you in the bed. After 2 brain surgeries, you can barely see. You can barely walk. I had a walker. I refused to walk, get on that walker. I was like, there ain't no way. I was 45 at the time. And I'm like, I'm too young to be on a walker. But as I laid there in the bed, God dealt with me through dreams and just spoke to my heart and told me I'm a kingdom influencer. And I resisted. Because I was like, God, do you not remember I done smoked this? I done beat up these. I done stole this. And I was like, yeah, that's why I want you. Yeah, you serve the world. You really can give me glory once you understand. You just surrender, Iyen. So during that time, I was like, okay, well, teach me how to surrender. And what God would do is like I couldn't move really. I was in the bed for a year.
So you had no choice but
to give God all the glory and just to hold on to God's unchanging hand. No, but seriously, I was so weak. Oh, I was so weak. But I had this one hand that worked, and I would scroll through, and God knew how to get my attention. It would be like motivational speakers. It would be people talking about the exact thing that God had just told me in a dream, because God knew I needed that confirmation. And so then that one day, I can't tell you when, but I said, okay, well, who am I? And God said, a kingdom influencer. And I still struggle, because I said, influence what kingdom? The kingdom of hell, you know? But then, you know, God was showing me all the things, and God's like, just basically the way in which I'm supposed to influence is just share life lessons to myself, in essence. It's like, it's not that I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to tell you that, because I can't. I need to speak to Iyen, because Iyen still need a lot of healing.
Wow.
A lot of God, a lot of humbleness, a lot of death to ego. So so God was like, listen. So I was like, okay, so that took some of the pressure away. It's like, I don't have to try to teach somebody, and because I was struggling with, okay, they know all the things I've done. Y'all, Southside, no place, South, no, no, all the things that I've done, and was doing at that time. How am I gonna influence them to come to the kingdom? God was like, allow me, Iyen, I'm gonna show you. And so, and it's not just that I've arrived. It's still a process.
Yeah,
but now I've surrendered, I've allowed full embrace. So I'm still confessing thy sins one to another.
Because even though, you know, God chose you, even though God called you, even though God chose me and called me, we're never going to be perfect. We're all, you know, people get mad when I say dirty, filthy rags, but that's what the Word of God says. And so we have not arrived yet. We have not arrived yet. That's why we're here, and we're at the start of our journey. Iyen, we're at the start of our journey, and where God is taking us. So, you know, it's amazing to be sitting here with her as this changed vessel, as this I surrender to you, God. I give my all to you. You know, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like. And like I said in another video, though they slay me, this is Iyen, yet will I trust you. Yet will I trust you. Yet will I trust you. I will not fight them, hit them in their eye, bust their lip, drag them. I won't do it. I might feel it. Yeah. But then, you know, God is working with that. Because, man, Iyen, I promise you, I just got the lesson. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I'm like, how? She hit me. I ain't see you hit her. But I know not to do it, whether I see it or not. I just allow God, you know. It's a different thing. You know me, when I met Rachel, what I tell you, whoop that trick. Like, I was really, because I just seen the sweetness in her, right? So some situations, and I was like, you want me to whoop? Rachel said, no, I'll fight him. She said, girl, I was ready. All she had to do was say the word. But that's it. It's a beautiful thing. God can't change if you allow God to in. You know, you just got to allow God in. You got to let go of all that hurt and pain and all that control. And understand that you're in control of yourself. And that's what I had to come to realization. It's like, it's not as complex as we try to make, well, I tried to make it. It's not as complex. I thought I had to. So I used to think, you know, when we used to go to church, right? So I didn't think I would ever be right with God, because, you know, they be like, well, we're going to study the 1st through the 15th of Luke, right? And I'm like, okay, I read it, but I don't even get it. God was telling me, hush, little baby. I'm going to show you this in your daily walk. You might not be able to comprehend it in these words, but the way you live, applied knowledge is key in the kingdom. It's not about you just spewing out some stuff that some rhetoric, because it's rhetoric at the point in which you're just learning the words and not applying it to your life. So I used to feel, when we used to get those Bible studies and stuff, and mind you, I'm literate, but
I'm like, what? But today, I get it. And I thank God for all those things that happen. Because it does work together for the good.
Yeah. And we're seeing it now.
It really does. And I know so many people, because I've had somebody ask me this, like, so, you bound to God and you ain't got the husband, you don't have this big house, none of that. But I have peace in my heart. And I have purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that is like,
that's everything.
The ultimate, yes.
That's everything. And we're learning now as God's chosen ones, it don't look like religion as usual. In a lot of my videos, you'll hear me say that it's not religion as usual. When you're chosen, when you're destined for God, people are going to look at you like, well, you don't have this. You don't walk like that. You cuss. You do this. You do that. For real, and it's a real thing, you know. But we belong to God to our core. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you things, you should look a certain way. You shouldn't. You should walk a certain way. You shouldn't. You should talk a certain way. You shouldn't. God said, I want you as you are. The way you walk and the way you talk every day is how I'm using you. God uses us mightily in crazy ways. And it's just mind-blowing. And just that's even why we're right here. God is just using her through her brain surgery, through her going through everything by herself.
Everything. All the people that I used to be everybody's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my nails split. Oh my God, I've learned how to do nails and do your nail. I was basically playing God for everybody, but I thank God that, there were people that came through, but not consistently. But I see what God was doing now during the time that I was down. God was like, listen, I just show you that it's me and you, baby.
That's it.
And all you need is me. Because I was mad at first, so I won't lie, I told you that. But then I'm giving God all the glory and all the praise because God showed me, look, I did this for your good. You would have worshipped them. You would have gave them thank you so much, Rachel, for making because I had a craving for oatmeal after the brain surgery. I just wanted oatmeal every second of the day. Thank you for my oatmeal. I wouldn't have gave God the glory. Yeah. So it's such a beautiful space to be in. And I never, listen, talking about revenge was my middle name. Iyen Revenge Frierson. It is nobody but God, the God in me, that has brought me to this point, that has allowed me to truly surrender to my call as a kingdom influencer. Because, what? And then laying in that bed like that, man, it was the worst experience ever. But today, in the year of 2025,
come on,
I am grateful for April the 10th, 2021 when this happened. I blacked out. It was just the whole thing. It was the whole thing. And one day I'll share the whole spiritual encounter, but today is not the time. But I know that God is real on the inside of me, and I know that everything is divine. It has divine order. And that's why I'm not going to fight ever again. I do feel hurt. I feel human feelings because I'm in this human vessel. But I'm not going to try to pay you back. I'm not going to try to attack. I ain't sitting around talking about you. I might share it as a release. You know how I'll call you from time to time and share something. But I forgive you. Might not have a fool with you again because I've learned my lesson, but I forgive you and I'm moving past that. And this is nothing but God. I promise you. My biological family used to laugh and say, Iyen a pit bull, and they knew they would pull on my emotions a lot. Such and such did this. I'm like, well, what? But God has called me to a new thing now. Called me to be centered in God, to just really give God the glory and everything, even my alone thoughts. It's strange to me. I won't lie, but again, I say this all the time, and I can't help but keep saying it. I'm grateful for all the situations. For example, we had lunch earlier, and I just love me some Rachel. Sweet Rachel is what I say in my mind. I know her children probably like, but she's sweet to me. But I was just telling her we was talking about how divine God is and how good God is and how no matter what happened, it happens for me. No matter how uncomfortable it is, it's for me. It's going to be good.
My good
It's going to be good. And I was sharing with her how I had to release some stuff. And I was scared. But upon releasing it, I gained so much more than I was even thought that was even... I didn't expect
possible,
it again. That it was even possible. So again, I'm just always in my mind in gratitude and just. But anyway.
That's the most beautiful place to be in is a place of gratitude, because you know, as the chosen people, we learn how to be in a place of gratitude. We weren't always here. We were not always here. And just like she said, she was in the middle of going through brain surgery, recovering, and God said, you are the kingdom influencer. And for her to be this kingdom influencer, she's like, who, me? Who you talking to, God? I done this, I done that, I'm this and I'm that. God said, no, I don't care about that. You are my kingdom influencer. You're here to influence. You're here to uplift. You're here to change. You're here to do some great things with my people, with your testimony, with your life. And so that's why, you know, I had my sister come on here today, because she does influence the kingdom. It was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago on Facebook, I would scroll Facebook and I would see my sister on there just talking, just giving wisdom, just giving knowledge. And she didn't even understand then she was already the kingdom influencer. And I was like, man, look at Iyen. Look at her talk. Look at her give people wisdom and knowledge. And she was just sharing the heart in her life. And that's why, you know, I asked her to come here with me today, because destiny is calling her. God is calling her. That's her destiny, to influence God's people. Influence them and turn them into the right direction where God has called them to, into their destiny. I always say their purpose and their promise with her life, you know. And so that's how destiny is calling her. God is calling her to this place to stand up and straighten up her crown, because she's here to influence the masses.
And I'm answering the call. I said, hello, God.
Hey, guys.
What's happening?
I'm here.
Who? Oh, huh? And you know what? So I joke about it, but it's amazing with God. So funny enough, you talking about answering the call and destiny is calling. A lot of the time, and it don't be so cute in people that I really love. So like, it's easy for me to swap stories with her, to share my food, whatever it is, right? Just think somebody just lied on you or just pushed, you know, the story I was sharing earlier. Okay, I gotta be nice to her. That's what I be like.
Yeah.
What? Can I just push her back first? Then we can be cool.
Can I just get my lick back? But yeah, we understand now that God is the ultimate lick back giver.
No, seriously.
He's the ultimate lick back giver.
Whoop,
you know?
that trick.
He's the ultimate.
Nah, but
listen,
for real.
That's the way it used to be, though. That's the way, you know, that she used to operate. And she's moving through that as this, you know, God has changed her, as God is molding her. And every day, that's with us. Like, we're on here, we're able to be real, because God has called us to be authentic. And so that's how we're going to show up every time, real and authentic. We're going to show up how God has called us to. And I love that we can sit here and do this and talk to you guys and influence you guys to be yourself, to walk in the path that God has called you to. That authenticity is what is happening.
It's key.
It is.
Because it's so hard to be somebody else. And growing up, so everybody says that I look like my biological mother. And that's fine. I came from her womb, so it's to be expected. But we are not the same person. Looks are deceiving. Or any cliche, you know, you can think of anything, but I'm not her. And so I share that to say, I am so grateful to be myself. Yeah. I used to fight against it, like, in my mind, and just the things that I would do, like, dang, don't nobody see me for me. I ain't worrying about that nowadays, though. I'm just being me. Now, if you still want to compare me to somebody you think I look like or whatever, that's on you. But I am so grateful. During that time, I was like, what is it? But even going through that, you do this just like your mom. You look just like. Now I see what God was doing at that time, because now it's like I truly appreciate being myself. I truly appreciate being by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm even grateful to look like her, because people love her and they treat me good, you know, so it's still a blessing within that. But I just, when you were just sharing, it just brought back that memory of people always, you do that just like you do this, like, and I used to be irritated about them, because I used to think, why don't they see me? But to me, what God was saying to me, you need to see yourself and embrace yourself. There's no gift like being yourself. Yeah. And I get it now. I'm not mad anymore. I'm not like I don't struggle with that. They be like, hey, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You say with all the things you say, I finally get it. I am me. hence the affirmation, the God-given affirmation. I say this a lot too in my mind and just on TikTok. I am.
Meditation. Yeah.
Oh, so this was 2004 that God gave me this. I was in fashion design school and I prayed for purpose because I was like, this ain't it. I'm going to fashion design school to learn how to sew. I've already did the buying and selling. I've already been a business major. I've done a lot of different things that they were teaching at the school, but they didn't. I was going there to learn how to sew. But then this man came. We had a little, I forget what you call it, but we had somebody come in and share. And he was basically like, if you have this, that, and the other, you ready for a business. And I was like, So it's like God sent him to put that spark in me. So I was like, okay, I'm ready for a business, Lord. So then I went to sleep that night and I was like praying for purpose because I was like, clearly fashion design is not it because they can't teach me how to sew. So that then I can create my own fashion so then I can be my own boss. So I was like praying. God gave me what is called Afrocardio, the ultimate mental and physical practice. Where I would teach. Now I see that it was for me first, and then I was supposed to share with others. But in 2004, I ran out to go save the world as this people pleaser that I am. And I got contracts like in the school system, in Metro Nashville Public Schools, daycares, churches, and family homes. And what God showed me on that night that I prayed for purpose, He showed me this workshop that entailed deep breathing. It was a mindfulness practice, basically. It's a combination of deep breathing. I used African drum and dance as a tool to teach self-awareness, self-discipline, self-confidence. Not as, like being technically right, but to teach confidence. And then also affirmations. And so I didn't even understand it. I just did it. Okay, God, this is what I'm supposed to do. I just did it. But now, some 21 years later, I get what was going on. So anyway, I shared this affirmation because this is what keeps me centered. Every time I'm sharing my thoughts on TikTok, and every time I do like drum circles at the job that I work and the different places, and when I'm meeting up with people and God sends people in my path, and I'm supposed to, I would like breathe in, exhale. We always inhale what we need, exhale what we don't need. And I try to do it at least 3 times, inhale. And I say CPAP, exhale. Like a CPAP. And you repeat after me, I am somebody.
I am somebody.
I love myself.
I love myself.
God loves me.
God loves me.
Together we possess purpose, power, and positivity. Thank you, Lord. For letting me be me. Then we hug her. Squeeze on her because you're the best thing. No comparison, no competition. I'm the best thing in this room, and so is she, right? And then what I learned, too, because I was like, God, what is this affirmation? This is before I even knew what affirmation was. Nobody taught me this but God in a dream. God was just like, this is how you stay in right thought, Iyen. I was like, oh. And then why do you have me say, this is what I asked God, why do you have me say purpose before power? Because I used to say power and then purpose, and God, I had to change it. God was like, because you cannot operate in the power of God until you understand your purpose and begin to walk in it, And that's when you're open to the power of God. Other than that, you just do what you want to do. And I'm going to allow because I give you free will. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm like, I see how all of this is coming together.
Working together.
It does. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. And so now you're understanding your purpose and you're walking in the power of God.
And more and more.
Come on now.
More and more. It's like,
Iyen,
I need you to do this. I said, this one guy, listen. So this one guy, I won't mention his name because I don't know how he feel about it, but I love him. I work with him or whatever, and he was like, so I got all these drums and these different things, and I want you to have a circle. A drum circle. And I was like, well, I don't technically teach drumming. He's like, no, it's okay. You can do this. And I was like, and I didn't tell him about Afrocardio. I didn't tell him about the workshop that I've done for a number of years, from like 2004 to 2018, 19. I didn't tell him that. But once we gathered, we did it one day after work with the staff, whatever. He looked at me and said, I knew you can do it. I was thinking, how did you know? But that's how God does. God uses. Yes, yeah. And it felt so refreshing, not only to me to be somebody to see me for me and allow me to operate in my authenticity and my gifts and my purpose. And everybody's like, oh my God, we need that again. It was so beautiful. I was like so grateful to God to be able to do that. We did a affirmation, deep breathing, and just drumming and stuff. We had a good time. They still talking about it. And so much so he told me, he said, Iyen, there's no one like you. I said, don't say that. He said, it's not. He's like, I tried to go home and create that circle. We can't do it without you. I cried. I ain't gonna lie. Tear. And no ego, no conceit. I give God all the glory because it is not me.
But it was good to be seen. It was good to be heard. And then God put everything in place for what he already gave you. And people see you because God put that little seed in their heart like, she would be good at this, and that. And that's why, how all that destiny come together, that purpose. And what you say? The purpose and the power of God. You're able to walk into that power of God. God showed them. That was part of your purpose. This is part of your purpose. Kingdom influencer. We got the affirmations. We got so many different things that God is bringing out and bringing about because you are walking into a place of destiny. And
it's beautiful. And so then this same job, and I love these people. I love them. I struggle with a couple of them, but I love the ones. This is something that truly see me, and I love them. I love the ones I struggle with too, but I love the ones that really see me, and we don't have to fight for this love. But anyway, actually too, I'm going to get some. I got a certification in what is called booty yoga. Okay. Excuse me. It's like, in essence, in layman terms, like a stress release yoga. And now the next month I'm gonna do what is called Yen yoga. I got some sponsors.
Yen yoga.
Yen yoga, and I'm like, who would have thunk it? Because I thought yoga in my mind was for slim white girls
Me too.
with the flat stomachs, but I guess it's for brown girls with the fat stomach. Add the L for love. But no, but seriously, so I got an opportunity to do that, and I'm going to do it. And I'm like, I share that because it's all coming together. I'm excited. Go God, go God, go God, hey, go God, go God. But anyway, I'm a talker. I'm going to keep talking.
But listen, like you said, it's all working together, and that's why I have you on here. For this episode of Destiny is Calling You, letting people know to walk in their destiny, walk in their purpose, walk in their promise. And chosen people, destiny is calling you. God has worked these things together for my girl. My girl got people that got her back. My girl got people that are encouraging her. My girl got people that are pushing her. My girl got people that are giving her things that she needs on this journey to the destiny that she's going to. And it's all because God's saying, listen, you're my chosen one. You're my destined one. You've been through hell. I'm lifting you up. I see you. And you got a purpose, a plan, and a promise. And so that's why I got her on here, because destiny is calling her so much. And like me and her was talking about today, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? How are we going to get the money? And so we know that we are at a place now where we have to walk in our purpose with that power of God, right? And so as we're here today, this is part of our purpose because we're meant to be on camera. We've been on camera. We've been showing up on camera. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to do it. We just know that God called us. We just know that we're chosen. We know there's a crown on our head. We know that there's a seal on our forehead. Right. We know that we are here because destiny is calling us. And I'm so excited to have her here with me today. I'm so excited that she said yes. I'm so excited. She said, come on. Where you want to be at? Where you want to meet at? And it means so much to me for people to believe in me and see the plan. See that I'm walking the purpose. See that I'm walking in promise. And she told me, Rachel, I see you on the stage. I've seen it. I see you, and it's a blessing for us to be here with the kingdom influencer. She's here to influence the kingdom and to change some things. I'm here with her. As one of those. Come on now. Because destiny is calling us.
Speak to my heart. Holy Spirit.
Give me the words, yes. Because that's how it is. That's that destiny when God putting the words in our mouth,
I wish I could get the words to the song.
Hey, speak to my heart.
Doom, 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 doom. No, I'm so grateful, sweet Rachel. You are an inspiration to me to remain humble, seriously. Like, you remember that time when I told you I was going to whoop everybody that ever, and you said, And I said, okay. I would have whooped her. She said, yeah. She said, all right. But I am grateful, and I'm always here, full of so much conversation. I look forward to building, and definitely want to introduce you to my communities. You know, shout out to NAHT,
come on now,
Nashville Anti-Human Trafficking, Clock It. Shout out to Deep Roots, Clock It. Christy, girl, we love you. Shout out to Thistle Farms, Clock It. And then Brooke Allison, Clock It, Deep Roots, yes. Yes, it's so many more people. Daniel, Courtney, Clock It. No. But so many people that I would love to introduce you to, because we need each other.
Yeah.
And there's no I and we. We really do need each other. So I am grateful. I am honored to be here.
Yeah.
I am honored to that you can hold space for me and listen to my voicemail when I'm like, girl, like even today, girl, they playing with me.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Breathe.
Yeah. And that's that God love that we have for each other, and that's why we're able to sit here and laugh and talk to you guys and share the greatness of God and share that you guys got to keep going, because we're here for this divine mission, and she's here to influence the kingdom.
Ow!
And so we are so excited. I'm excited to be here with her also, because man, she's that for me and more. You know, saying, listen, I see you, keep going. Now, Rachel, stop double thinking, triple thinking about it. Let's just do this thing, and we're going to see it through. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the love and kindness. I've been knowing her for 21 years, and so it's exciting to be here.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Sitting here with her.
Time flies.
Yes, as the kingdom influencer. As the kingdom influencer, we didn't know we were chosen when we first met each other. We just knew we was going to church.
We just said, hey, it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
And that's it. It wasn't even. We locked in.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to go to this program? Yes.
Yeah. See, and that's just the way that God is.
That's weird.
It's weird,
but
God brought us right back around to each other.
Yeah.
We hadn't talked like really talked in years, but once we talked, it was like we never left.
Yeah.
You know, so I just wanted to encourage you guys today, and we just wanted to give you some confidence, and we wanted to push you and let you know that destiny is calling you. So if you like this content, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And I'm thankful to you for being here. Thank you so much. Right back at
yeah, girl.
So thank you for being here. And you know, I just pray that God blesses what you're doing. I know that God is blessing it, and I know that it's going to be big. It's going to be big, you know. And so so be encouraged, and thank you for coming to Destiny is Calling You. So listen, we'll see you guys on the next episode. I am Rachel, the Destined One. This is Iyen, the Kingdom Influencer, and God bless you. We are out.
Peace.